These are the next greatest actors you're ever going to see. We got them right here, all these teens. Teen scene, let's go.
June 7th.
I'm Jason.
And I'm Abishola, and we're here with Winkey.
Travis,
Yeah.
I would like to know, how did you start your fashion industry?
Well, I was a kid who just loved fashion. I loved to do fashion shows. I love dancing. And at first, dance was my passion at one time. But I was also doing fashion at the same time. So when I was much younger, I did as much dancing as I did in fashion. And so between those two, that's how I started. Because I do choreography, and so I dance, and I can't sing a lick, but I can do everything else. You like to dance, and I can do the modeling thing. So those are my two big things. Yeah.
Amazing.
So I was younger than you, man. How old are you, 25?
No, I'm sorry.
Okay. Yeah, but that's how I started when I was young.
That's really great.
Okay.
Well, what is one memory that you think of that just makes you laugh out loud?
It makes me laugh out loud. Let me see. There's so many. I'll tell you about this one. And usually I guess y'all can understand it too, I think. Let me see. Okay. When you're in the office, I have an office, my office is up there. And one day, everybody knows that my office would show up close around 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
But this lady, for some odd reason, rang my bell, and my cousin, who lived upstairs, my cousin came down and I told him to go to answer the door, because I didn't want to answer the door. And he was tell whoever was there, if it wasn't a very good friend, that this is it. But the lady kept on saying that when he went downstairs, his name was Dennis, and he said to the lady, well, Travis's office is closed right now. You don't even see people after 5. But the lady insisted in seeing me. And she said that she had a project, $1 million project that she was building buildings downtown. But this is a true story. And and it was going to be downtown, and it was $1 million building, and he wanted me to be a part of it. So he couldn't stop us. So I came to the top, and I came downstairs to almost the landing on the step. I said, oh, Dennis, I just got in. What's up? So the lady said, oh, good, Mr. Winkey, I want to talk with you. I said, okay. So I told the lady to come into my office. And I told her, first thing I said is, I usually don't see people this late. 9 o'clock at night. I don't see people. But if you can tell me what you need real fast, and then we can end, because I'm really not working right now. And so she began to talk, and she said, I got this $1 million project that I want you to be involved in. So I said, okay, if you got $1 million project, I'm interested,
Right.
And then she said, tell me all about this project. But then I said, okay, let me go upstairs and let me go to the other room and get something. I'll be right back. But when I came back into the office, she had kicked off her shoes. And when I came in the office, I saw one shoe over there and one shoe over there. And I was saying to myself, what's going on here?
Right.
So I said, okay, miss, how can I help you? She said, talk about all these big projects. And then all of a sudden, she's talking kind of crazy. And she was saying like, I want you to be the, I said, miss, first thing is, we can't talk. Because these are business hours. And she said, yes, we can talk. And I said, miss, you got to go because I'm not gonna, it's not business hours. I thought I could just say something to you and let you know when you can come back. And like my desk was right here, right? Like in front of us. And so she said, I want to talk to you. And all of a sudden, in my imagination, her hair started sticking up over here. All of a sudden, for real.
Travis, that sounds really amazing.
Okay.
I'd like to hear about how you were named the Prince of Fashion.
Okay. Well, I got that name from Muhammad Ali. And Muhammad Ali is one of the greatest boxers ever in this country or any country. And Muhammad Ali and a lot of other stars will always come to the studio, like they come in town, like Phyllis Hyman would come in town, and she'd call me, Travis, I'm in town, why don't you come to the show, you know what I mean? Same thing for Muhammad Ali and others. So, one time I was with Ali, they came here to the studio. Let me ask you this, give me the question again. Give me the question again.
How did you get the name, the Prince of Fashion?
Okay, Prince of Fashion, okay. Muhammad Ali said to me that I was a great guy. He's seen about 2 or 3 of my shows. He thought it was good. And as he came in out of town, in other towns, in other cities, people would be talking about Travis Winkey. And he would say, hey, I know Travis Winkey, you know the people. And he just went over and over and over with that. So one day he said to me, Travis, I want to tell you something great. He said, you should be named the Prince of Fashion. Okay? And then first he said that, but then he said, we're going to do it, Travis Winkey, the Prince of, Black America's Prince of Fashion. I said, okay. I said, okay. But he said it much bigger when he came in. But I'm just telling y'all, that's the way he made it. He said, yeah. And that was great. And then he and I and a guy by the name of Eddie Kendricks. Have you ever heard of the Temptations?
Yes.
Well, Eddie Kendricks is one of the Temptations. He's another good friend of mine. And him and Ali came to that town together. And we all went out together. Went out to dinner that evening, yeah. But a lot of people come to the studio. A lot of stars. And you know, I met Michael Jackson about 4 or 5 times. And even with Michael Jackson, I was on the Victory Tour. They did the Victory Tour all over the country. They was in Philadelphia for a whole week. And I stayed with the brothers and his brothers-in-law. We stayed there about around the 4th floor. I think we were on the 4th floor. And Michael was all the way up in the top floors. But he'd come down every day and talk with us. You know, just he was regular, just like we all was regular.
Yes.
Michael was a real cool guy. And that's how I didn't meet Michael. That wasn't the first time I met Michael. I knew him before, you know. So they invited me in and I stayed.
Well, looking at all of these photos from the studio, I've seen the model Iman. How was it working with her?
Who?
Iman.
Oh, Iman. I never met Iman. But she, to me, was always one of the greatest models ever. You know what I mean? And so I've been to a lot of shows. I've seen a lot of shows. Not a lot, but about 4 or 5 shows that she was in. And not just myself, but others too. But Iman is one of my favorite, absolute favorite models.
Definitely.
Yeah. From Africa. And the thing is, she's from Africa, and I've been to about 6 or 7 countries in Africa. You know, so. That's all it is. Your mom is great. She's one of the greatest.
Well, that's great. Let's take a break.
Switzerland. And when we left Switzerland, we went to a little small cafe. It was to do a fashion show. The fashion show we did there was a cafe, and it's like a tea room fashion show, we call them, because the models walk between the tables and people feel their clothes and stuff like that. And one of the models, the lady was feeling her clothes, you know what I mean, as she walked through the thing, and the mother said, "Why are you feeling me my clothes?" And she's just a model, she did not know. And it was really funny because the lady reacted to her really nicely. She said, "I can feel your clothes right now, but I'm going to do it later on." So, you know, just went on. That was a real good memory because it was funny at the time that the model didn't understand why the lady wanted to feel the clothes. But she wanted to feel the material. She wanted to see it was. She had something that if she had, it would fall on her really nicely. But the young model didn't know that. She just wanted to know why she felt about material.
Wow.
So that was funny.
Well, how do you choose which designers and models to work with?
Well, you know, I know a lot of designers. And sometimes we would have an audition for designers and models. And so they would come in and would bring a couple of their pieces, 3 or 4 pieces, and they would have somebody model them. And some of these, they just show them to me. And that's really like we get our designers, you know what I mean? So we got to see if the pieces are constructed well. They have to be constructed well, the sewing and all.
Yes.
If it's something that would look good on stage, you know what I mean? So it's a big difference in having something that's very structured, but it doesn't have that flair. And if it's a show where I need the flair, then I need it. not take that and take something else.
Yes.
But they would always come to us. You know? So that's a good way we choose designers. And models are almost the same way. Models come in audition, they would model for us. And we pick the best models. You know what I mean?
That's
That's a good thing.
it's really cool. I was wondering, do you work a lot with children, like me and Abishola?
Yeah, yeah. As a matter of fact, I'm doing an all-female show with women. That's going to be in December. And after that, there's going to be some kind of children's show, with young people. So I've done a lot of shows with young people. And believe it or not, their shows sometimes are better than the big shows.
Wow.
Really. You know what I mean? Sometimes they got like you got great attitude and great whatever it is on stage. I don't even have that. But that's what makes a show.
Yep.
Like you're doing like you're doing, and you being pretty to sit there and you're like one of the top people on television that would interview somebody. That's what you look like.
Well, speaking of the all-women show, do you have any advice for women and the girls like me
Girls like you?
that want to model?
Okay. The one of mine.
Yes.
Okay. First thing you have to like it. You have to like it and enjoy it. And if you really enjoy modeling, you follow the instruction of the designer or even the director of the show. You follow their direction. And they may tell you to walk down here a certain way and walk back a certain way. Try to do that the best that you can. Even if you've never done it before, you try your best to follow their directions. And having knowing good directions is the most important thing about modeling. That you can follow directions, you know? So it's good. It's good.
Well, thank you so much for your time, Travis Winkey. We'll be back.
Back on the teen scene with Travis Winkey. Travis Winkey, I have one more question.
Yeah.
Do you think I would make a great model?
Well, I think you'd be a great model. I really do, because you're tall. Now, how tall are you?
I'm 5'4".
5'4"?
Yes, sir.
You look taller than that. I'm only 5'7". Most of the models are like 5'11", 5'10", 6 feet. The guys, 6'2". But I think you'd make a great model because you got a great attitude. That's a big part of it. Your personality is big. You know that. Your personality is big. And on stage, that's like a mind blow. You know what I mean? Because some people get on stage and say, oh yes, you just love you. Or you get on stage, this is me, and I can do it. You know what I mean? So it makes all the difference in the world. All I would have to do is walk with you to teach you some walking.
Wow.
I'll have you in a show in a minute.
That's
And
it.
you little pretty girl,
Thank you.
you've been in all the shows. But go ahead, what were you gonna ask me?
Well, what is one thing you love about being a part of the fashion industry?
Yeah, I love the fashion industry, you know what I mean? And it's something that's just in me. You know, so doing fashions and work with fashion shows and teaching models and that kind of thing, it's just in me. So one thing I used to be like, I've never been really shy, but I don't like to talk about myself a lot. other people would be talking about me. That's fine, but I don't like to talk about myself. But when you're in fashion or you're in the entertainment field, you got to be bold about that. Yes, I'm the greatest. You like it? Somebody says to me, "Oh, you're cute girl." Thanks a lot. You know you're cute and act cute because that's what the audience want to see. You know what I mean? And you got such a personality, man. I could put you in a show in a minute.
Thank you.
In a minute.
Thank you, Travis, for taking the time to be with us.
Okay.
I think I really enjoyed your stories, and it was really fun talking to you.
Let me tell you one thing. It was fun being with you too.
Yes, it was such a pleasure having you here. Thank you so much.
Well, I love pretty girls. And when I say pretty girls, you don't have to be real pretty, but you gotta have attitude like you got. You gotta be able to smile, have a wonderful personality, and that kills it. People love that.
Thank
and
you
so
so
I had a
much.
great time with both of you all too.
That's it for the Teen Seats. I'm Jason,
I'm Abishola.
and this is Travis Winkey.
Travis, see y'all later. I had a ball.
You need to watch some talk shows for
encountered bullying in your life before?
We want to tell you all about it and the truth about bullies.
Bullies are evil spirits that want to block your light from shining.
That's why they want to attack you and stop you from shining.
So the next time someone bullies you, just sing in your heart, "This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine." And if you really want to be brave, sing directly to their face. "This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine."
goodness, welcome back from the runway. Guys, tell me, what was your favorite part?
I love the energy. It was fun.
Yeah, there was tons of energy.
Yeah.
What about you? What do you think?
The music, it was blasting.
Yes, boogie, get your boogie on. What do you think? How was the runway?
I loved it. I love how people walk.
And then see them strut their stuff. Let's go back and see what's happening. Time we had today. Thank you so much for coming. Didn't we have a great time, guys? Yeah! We'll see you next time on Teen Scene.